Hi everybody. This video is going to orient you to our course in Blackboard. So I've logged into Blackboard. A couple of different ways you can do that. You can type southplainscollege.blackboard.com into your browser's address bar here, or you can go to South Plains College homepage, which is southplainscollege.edu, and select Blackboard, and then there'll be a login page that asks for your SPC username and password. It's the same username and password that you use to log into my SPC and your email and all the other resources here at the college. It didn't ask for mine because I've been logged in, so kind of skipped a step there, but you'll put in your SPC username and password, and then you'll land on the My Blackboard page, which will give you a list of all of the courses you have a role in. Of course, you should only have one English course, and it'll say Winter Interim, so you'll click there, and it brings you to our course homepage. So on the course homepage, you'll be able to see announcements for the course here, a report card here, which will be your current grade for any courses you're currently enrolled in, and a list of messages here. You can also see announcements here. We have a link to technical support here for both Blackboard and Cengage, and a link to course email. Now I ask that you email me using the Blackboard course email tool, and I want you to use this one. I don't want you to use the one that's over here, all right, on the My Blackboard page that lists out all your courses. That actually is going to send to my SPC email address, and it gets a little bit confusing. So if you need to email me, enter our course, and you'll use course email. You'll want to check your email often. If you have new messages, the unread messages will be listed there. If you need to send me a message, you'll click Create Message. Then 2, you'll find my name under Instructor and move me over to Recipients. You'll tap a subject, you'll tap a body, and then you'll submit it. So it works much like any email program you use. So that's course email, technical support. Once you start getting grades, there'll also be a link to the grade book there. The other thing I want to show you is the course welcome and information and course modules. So I'm just going to click on course modules here. And we just have one module right now, and it's the course welcome and information module. It's the same one that's right here. It takes you to the same exact spot. It's just a couple of different ways to get to it. So I'm going to go to course welcome and information, and in this module we have a table of contents, and these are all of the things that you need to do or need to submit for this particular module, and this is just getting started. So I'm going to use this little arrow button here to kind of make my screen bigger. If I want to get my menu back, I just use the little arrow again. And you can just go through all of these documents. We have the Getting Started document. We have the syllabus you'll want to read over very carefully. We have course structure. We have the calendar here. We have a printable version of the calendar if you'd rather use that. Here is where you're going to go to register for text alerts. It's gonna pop you out to a different website. You'll use this website to register for text alerts. It's super important in this course. I'll text you to remind you of due dates and things like that. Then we have MindTap registration instructions. So Blackboard is like the command center for our course. Cengage, MindTap is what we use to do grammar practice and things like that, online homework. And it's all integrated together. You'll just have to register once, and the instructions are here. And you'll use the access code that came with your textbook to do this. You can see here in this particular step, you can pay online with a credit or debit card or PayPal. If you want to use the ebook instead of the paper book, you can choose this option. That'd be fine. If you bought the paper book and it came with an access code, you would click Redeem Access Code there. And you have a small grace period. You could do Continue to my course and then continue there. So those are your 3 payment options. You'll just need to follow these instructions as you register for MindTap. To register for MindTap, you're going to click on this link here, and this is going to, again, pop you out to MindTap. I'm already registered, so I really can't demonstrate, but it'll pop you out to MindTap, and then you'll follow those instructions in the previous link to get all registered. After you have carefully reviewed all of these documents, then you need to take the syllabus quiz. And the syllabus quiz will cover the information that's in the course Welcome and Getting Started module. You have to make 100 on it before you proceed with the course. You'll be allowed several attempts. Of course, it'll be easier on you if you do well the first time. So you won't be allowed to continue with the course until you make 100 on the syllabus quiz. Once you do that, I'm going to switch views here. Once you do that, you will have access to other course modules, all right, like Module 1 and Module 2, and they'll release as the course proceeds. Module 1 is here, and I just want to take you through a few of the things, just like, oh, I have to turn this here. Just like in the course Welcome and Introduction module, we have several things that we need to do. We have a table of contents over here. We have a list of readings here. You'll want to be sure that you do all the reading. I know it looks like a lot, but it is important to get all that reading done. We have MindTap homework here. Now, in the MindTap homework folder, all of these things are due, like they're homework that you have to complete. We have video lectures here, and then we have plagiarism quiz and response paper. And these are the same things that are over here. So this is just a table of contents. So if I look in the Module 1 reading folder, if I click there, these are all of the things that I need to read. We have chapters in the textbook. These correspond to the chapters in the paper book, so you can read there if you'd prefer to read paper. We have some websites, some external documents that you'll need to review for this chapter as well. If I go back to Module 1, you'll see, I'll click over here, the homework for Module 1. These are all assignments you'll do in MindTap. So if I click on this, again, you've already registered in the beginning module. It'll pop you out to MindTap, and it'll take you to the assignment that you need to complete. It takes just a little bit for it all to kind of pop up and process. You'll just click on the first link here. There are 7 sections. You'll click on the first link, and then it'll just take you through it. All right, so it'll keep the high score. You just kind of have to go through and read all of the information they've given you, and then there's some questions to answer. So at the bottom of every page, you can do grade it now. If you don't get it right, and I didn't get it right because I didn't try any of them, it'll tell you you can try another version. It'll let you try a different version of the question, and you can do grade it now again, and so on and so forth until you have 100% on this page. You get 3 chances. So after 3 grade it nows, if you're still not making progress, you just do save and continue. It'll take you to the next page. So you'll do all of these assignments, and I want you to be sure that you're paying attention not just to getting the answers right, but also to the material that's in the beginning of the questions. There's lots of supplementary information that can be very, very helpful to you as you're working through the writing. Like this information here, you need to be sure you're reading over all of that. And you want to score well because these are 25% of your final grade. We also have video lectures. You'll want to watch those, several different video lectures. I'm going to skip down here. Let's see, I want to go back to the Module 1 homepage. So let's see. Course modules in Module 1. We have a Module 1 response paper. At the end of each module, you'll have a response paper to write. The instructions are here. You'll submit that paper here. And after this particular module, we also have a plagiarism quiz. One of the things you'll read about and you'll watch is about plagiarism. You'll take the plagiarism quiz, and just like for the course welcome and introduction module, you won't be able to proceed with module 2 until you pass this quiz with 100. All right. Let's go back to, let's go back to course welcome and introduction and talk just a little bit about the syllabus. Let me pull this up. This is super important that you read over. Of course, my name is Mackenzie Escamilla. My office number is here. My Skype address is here. The course description is listed here on the syllabus as well. Really what we're doing is we're just trying to improve our academic writing. We'll talk about the writing process. We'll talk about academic writing style, basic style issues. We'll talk about some grammar, some particular types of writing. You will write 4 big essays for this course and 5 response papers. The textbook and supplies, here again you must have the textbook either in the digital form or in the paper form in the MindTap access code. You of course are taking an online class, so you need a high-speed internet connection, a web browser, a Blackboard account which the college has already set you up with. You need a MindTap account that you'll have to register for, and you need a word processing program. I can only accept documents in .doc or .docx format. And so I would use a Microsoft product. If you're comfortable using Google Docs and exporting it as a .docx, that's fine. Note though that you have to, whatever you turn into me has to be formatted according to MLA standards, and often these other types of programs like Google Docs don't format properly, and so you want to just be aware of that. You can communicate with me in one of 3 ways. You can email me using the Blackboard email tool, which is right here. You can call my office and leave a message, or you can make an appointment to visit with me via Skype. I don't have regular office hours since this is the mini-mester, but we can meet as needed. I return emails and calls every day until 7 p.m. and if you email after 7 p.m., I'll answer it the following business day. Generally, assignments are due at midnight on whatever day is noted on the calendar. So, if you wait till 11 to work on your assignments and you have questions, it's due at midnight, I won't be available to answer them. So you want to plan well. The attendance policy is here. This is a short course, so students should plan to log into Blackboard every day, but you're required to log in every 48 hours. Students who fail to meet this requirement will be dropped from the course with an F. And I require you log in even if you don't have anything to do. Even if you're all caught up, you still need to log in to check your email. An average of all of your essays will be worth 50% of your final grade. Your MindTap coursework will be worth 25%, and your 5 response papers worth 25%. It's up to you to monitor your average and your course progress. If at any time you feel that you need to discuss your course progress, you need to get in touch with me. Your current average will be listed in the gradebook over here once you start getting grades, and so you can keep up with that there. There are reading assignments and video lectures. I've shown you where to get those. You will be required to submit 4 full essays, and there are several steps. So you'll do a rough draft first. You'll turn that in. That's worth 10% of each essay grade. The final draft that you turn in is worth 70% of each essay grade, and the peer reviews you do will be worth 20% of each essay grade. Now, note, if you don't turn in a rough draft, you can't participate in peer reviews, and then your final draft starts out at 70%, so it lowers your grade even further. You want to be sure you're turning in every single thing on time. Due dates are on the course calendar. Specific assignment details can be found in the course modules. Remember that late work will not be accepted for any reason. At the end of each module, you'll write a response paper for the course. Instructions are in the modules. We've already looked at that. And these assignments will be worth 25% of your final grade. No late work for any reason. MindTap coursework, that external assignment tool we looked at. You'll have lots of MindTap exercises to do. Due dates are on the calendar. Remember that I don't accept late work for any reason, and averaged together, these will be worth 25% of your final grade. Again, due dates are firm. They're posted on the course calendar. I do not grant extensions or allow late work. I want you to be very careful of academic integrity. Do not, under any circumstances, turn in someone else's work as your own, and don't give your work to turn in to anyone else to turn in as their own. Don't copy and paste from the internet. We use a program in Blackboard that will catch you and fail you if you do any of this. I want your writing to be your voice and your ideas, and that's what we're practicing in this course. And so if you plagiarize, it's a big deal in any course, so you want to avoid that. I'll let you read through the disclaimer and diversity statements on your own. Special services, if you have accommodations, you need to notify me as soon as possible. And the student code of conduct is there as well. Any successful learning experience requires mutual respect on the part of the student and the instructor. I will never be disrespectful or threatening or rude or disruptive or aggressive or demeaning, and I expect the same from all of you, of course. I'm sure we won't have any problems with that. Again, the syllabus is your course contract, so you want to read over it very, very carefully. And remember, for Module 1, that you're not going to be able to go on to any of the other coursework until you pass that syllabus quiz with 100. So keep that in mind. I hope this is kind of oriented you to our course. So if you have any questions at all as you begin, please be sure to let me know. I'm super happy to help, and I look forward to working with you this term. I know it's a short one, but I think it'll be a good one, and I'm here to help you in whatever way I can.